Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Lily. She lived in a small village with her parents and older brother, Adam. Lily was a curious and adventurous child who loved to explore the world around her. Her parents, however, were always busy with work and other responsibilities and didn't have much time to spend with her. Lily was a small but fiercely independent girl. She had always been determined to do things her own way, and her parents often struggled to keep up with her boundless energy and enthusiasm. Despite their best efforts to guide her, Lily was convinced that she knew best and refused to listen to their advice. But on the other side, Lily had always been fascinated by the forests and the animals that lived within them. She had always wondered about their role in the environment and how they contributed to the balance of nature. One day, while studying in school, Lily learned about the importance of the deep forest, birds, and animals in the forest for our life. She was mesmerized by the topic and wanted to learn more about it. She started reading books, watching documentaries, and talking to experts to learn as much as she could about the topic. As she learned more and more about the forests and the animals that lived within them, she became even more fascinated by the beauty and complexity of nature. She was in awe of the intricate balance that existed between all living things and the environment. Lily was especially interested in understanding how forests grow and sustain themselves. She read about the various factors that contribute to the growth of forests, such as rainfall, temperature, soil nutrients, and sunlight. She also learned about how forests are important for regulating the climate and maintaining the quality of the air we breathe. One day, Lily heard about a beautiful forest on the other side of the village. She begged her parents to take her there, but they were too busy with their jobs and told her to wait until the weekend. Lily was disappointed, but she didn't give up. She decided to go to the forest by herself. She packed a bag with some snacks and a water bottle and set off on her adventure. She walked for a long time and finally arrived at the forest. As she entered the forest, Lily was amazed by the sheer size of the trees and the diversity of plants that grew there. She saw birds flying overhead, insects crawling on the forest floor, and animals hiding in the bushes. She was fascinated by the way all of these living things coexisted in the same environment and depended on each other for survival. As Lily continued to explore the forest, she began to notice the impact that humans were having on the environment. She saw evidence of logging, pollution, and destruction of natural habitats. She realized that if humans did not take steps to protect the environment, they could destroy the delicate balance of nature. The trees were tall and green, and the birds were singing. Lily felt happy and free, but she soon realized that she was lost. She didn't know how to get back home. She tried retracing her steps, but every path looked the same. The trees towered above her, casting long shadows across the ground, and the rustling of leaves made her nervous. Lily started to panic. She called out for her parents but no one answered. She sat down on a rock and cried. Suddenly, she heard a voice. It was an old woman who lived in a small cottage in the forest. The woman asked Lily what was wrong, and Lily told her everything. The woman was kind and wise. She gave Lily some food and water and offered to help her find her way back home. She took Lily by the hand and led her through the forest. They walked for a long time, but they didn't find the village. Lily was scared and tired, but the woman didn't give up. She told Lily stories and sang songs to cheer her up. As they walked through the forest together, the woman pointed out various landmarks and gave Lily helpful tips for finding her way. She explained that the forest could be a dangerous place, but with patience and perseverance, anyone could make it through. Lily listened intently, realizing that she had been foolish to ignore her parents' warnings. Lily and the old woman walked until the sun started to set, and they finally saw a light in the distance. It was Lily's house. Lily ran to her parents and hugged them tightly. They were happy to see her, but also worried. They asked her where she had been, and Lily told them everything. She told them about the forest and the old woman who had helped her. Lily's parents were grateful to the old woman for taking care of their daughter, but they were also ashamed. They realized that they hadn't been spending enough time with Lily, and they had taken her for granted. They were relieved to see her safe and sound, but they also knew that this was a valuable lesson for their headstrong daughter. They explained that they had warned her about the dangers of the forest for a reason, and that it was important to listen to the advice of those who cared about her. Lily realized that her parents only wanted to keep her safe, and she promised to be more careful in the future. From that day forward, Lily became a more thoughtful and considerate person. She still had her independent streak, but she also knew when to ask for help and when to listen to the advice of others. She remembered the kind old woman who had helped her when she was lost, and she hoped to one day be just as helpful and kind to someone else in need. From that day on, Lily's parents made a promise to spend more time with her. They took her on nearby forest, played games with her, and listened to her stories. They realized that time was the most precious gift they could give their daughter. The story of Lily's adventure in the forest teaches us that it is important to listen to the advice of those who care about us. Sometimes we may feel like we know best and ignore the warnings of others, but this can lead to dangerous situations. It is important to be independent, but also to know when to ask for help and to trust the wisdom of those who have more experience. When we show gratitude and appreciation for the people who guide us, we can grow and learn from our experiences and become better, more compassionate individuals. The story also teaches us that time is the most valuable gift we can give our loved ones. No amount of money or material possessions can replace the moments we spend together. Parents should make an effort to spend quality time with their children and create memories that will last a lifetime. Children, on the other hand, should cherish the time they have with their parents and never take it for granted. Finally, Lily was determined to make a difference to save ecosystem in forest. She decided to start a campaign to raise awareness about the importance of protecting the environment. She talked to her classmates, family, and friends, explaining the importance of preserving forests and natural habitats. She organized cleanup drives and tree planting campaigns, and she even wrote letters to her local government officials, urging them to take action. Thanks to Lily's efforts, more and more people began to understand the importance of protecting the environment. People began to take action to reduce their carbon footprint, recycle, and conserve water. Forests and natural habitats were protected, and animals were able to thrive. Lily continued to study and learn about the environment, becoming a passionate advocate for nature conservation. She went on to study ecology in college and became a leading expert in the field. Her work inspired generations of young people to take action to protect the environment and preserve the beauty and balance of nature. In the end, Lily's passion and determination made a difference. She proved that even a young schoolgirl could make a big impact and change the world.